I think it's really hard for me to sometimes sit here and hear folks, kind of be the defendant lawyers for the corporations. I mean, how much money, millions and billions of dollars did Johnson & Johnson make in poisoning people? I mean, literally, why aren't we asking that question? Because you can't get away from the facts. FDA found asbestos in baby powder. Now, remember, it's baby powder. It's not even just regular powder, it's baby powder. Not only that, they later on, furthermore, reports state that the asbestos was detected in one of the tests Johnson & Johnson itself conducted using sample from the same bottle as the FDA, okay? Fact, okay? FDA is coming to us saying this, okay? Are we gonna say, oh, is FDA getting paid? No, these are folks that are coming in and trying to protect the public. That is our job. That is our job, to protect the public. Reports show that Johnson & Johnson contracted with R.G. Lee Labs. R.J. Lee reportedly deviated from its standard testing procedures in order to deliver rushed results at the request of the company. Check this out. An R.J. Lee scientist stated that Johnson & Johnson wanted, quote, very rapid turnaround for obvious reasons. Then the lab found asbestos in its sample, but later retracted its results and claimed that initial false detection was due to environmental contaminants in one of its testing rooms. Johnson & Johnson discredited its own company that they hired and contracted out. They discredited R.J. Lee's initial finding, blaming the asbestos detection on all kinds of stuff that is, what we say in Detroit, BS. Dr. Logo, have you evaluated this particular R.J. Lee testing report?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I mean, do you see what's the problem here? I mean, they found asbestos, correct?
They detected asbestos in this actual talc samples, and then their controls or blanks, when they were analyzed, they did not detect asbestos.
And samples of a bottle of Johnson & Johnson baby powder have tested positive in 2 separate labs, correct?
I know, yes, in the AMA lab as well as
yes.
the R.J. Lee lab.
And Johnson & Johnson proceeds to accuse both labs of being contaminated with asbestos.
I know.
Dr. Longo, I mean, wow. Like, I am just, I've only been here a year, but I'm just so taken aback that my colleagues don't even see it. I can't even make this stuff up. This is factual. I can't even make it up. These FDA folks, they're not Republicans or Democrats. They're government officials that are doing their jobs, right, Pastor? I mean, that's what they're supposed to be doing. They're public servants. They're doing exactly what they were hired to do, which is protect the public. And I am just taken aback that my colleagues who represent, each of us represent close to 700,000 people back home, that doesn't expect us to be defendant lawyers for Johnson & Johnson who basically poison people. They expect us to defend them, to protect them. And we have to realize, like, how much money did they make off of the human suffering of people? My God, Pastor, 33 years pastoring people. I hope this was like this for you is you are continuing your work for the people by talking about this in a very profound way through your own personal experience. But I am just, Chairman, I cannot stress enough just how important it is that this committee is used for good. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're sharing exactly what is happening to people because of this. And they want to come up with these kinds of little conspiracy theories and all this other stuff. The fact of the matter is FDA found asbestos in the testing. 2 companies that Johnson & Johnson hired found asbestos. How much more testing do our people need? How much more? Enough is enough. And so I just urge my colleagues and to support the chairman as he proceeds to find the truth. And I'll tell you, I've been here. They have every opportunity to bring their own witness forward. I actually went and asked staff, who's their witness? They said they don't have one. They had every opportunity, the Republicans, to actually put somebody up here to talk about this. So I obviously am very passionate about this. I can just tell you, for my district folks, I have the 3rd poorest congressional district in the country, very strong, resilient people. They are the people that got targeted by Johnson & Johnson. They're the ones that they thought was disposable for profits. So I'm not going to keep my mouth shut or try to say, well, this ain't fair. No, if the FDA found asbestos, shouldn't that be enough? Thank you, Chairman.